Hello, and welcome back to another episode of F1 Manager series. So today we will be racing in Japan, but of course, before we get talking about Japan, we're gonna have to talk about our last episode, which was in Singapore. Now, I'll give you this opportunity right now to click on the last episode of what happened. All I will say, really, for a very minor detail, is, like a lot of people are seeing, is potential damages and a lot of actually being affected by back markers. We surprisingly were not the worst team in the field by considerable margin. There was definitely at least one or two teams who had worse performances than us. I won't say which, but I have it in the title. I'm really mad that there's still the era of cars unlapping themselves where you're trying to overtake and the lapped car, I guess, basically just stops and goes, oh, no, I gotta give that back to you, which is so unrealistic and unfair when you're like, you can clearly tell you would be a second or two faster per lap than the car that you're unlapping from. But it is what it is, and with all that said, from this point on, I will give you a spoiler warning now that anything beyond this point, I will talk about what's happened in previous races. So with all that said, here was the standings before Singapore. The standings and my little power rankings. And here is after. So the big differences I can see, at least within the power rankings, was Carlos Sainz and Verstappen swapped places around because if you watched the previous episode, Verstappen crashed himself out of a race yet again. He had pole position and he crashed himself out of the race. His own fault. And then the other big one was Kevin Magnussen had a really, really fantastic weekend and he jumped, I believe, both Ocon and Ricciardo in the power rankings. And I believe that was it within that little part, yes. Within the standings, there's a few swap arounds, so yeah. Where is it? Yeah, Kevin Magnussen, similar because he had a really excellent performance. He jumped up a few spots. I believe he went from 16th to 12th. And then Carlos Sainz managed to jump Verstappen also within the standings. Perez got the lead back. He actually had a fantastic race. He did Alaska First Challenge. So that's why I'm honestly a little shocked that he didn't get his spot back up at the top of the rankings, but it is what it is. It's all come down to calculations, etc., etc. I know I'm the one who kind of set the standards, but it's the drivers in the simulation who are the ones who actually do the job. So, all that said, now let's look at the car's performance. Where's my mouse? Right here. So here was the expected car performances before Singapore, and now let's look at them after, because there has, once again, been little changes as teams are still continuing to develop. So let's get my mouse there. So you can see, if you notice that transition, AlphaTauri and Alpine switched places, so they've now gotten ever so slightly better, just enough to hop Alpine in their little overall performance rankings. And if you see a little bit of color changes, that's because Ferrari have drawn themselves yet even closer to Red Bull. It seems like they're like the last 3 races in a row, beforehand it was always like, this is about to be a Red Bull track, and then I'd get to that episode and it's like, and Ferrari made improvements for that, like almost track specific. They're lining up upgrades every single week. So with all that said, now let's get into the episode. I will show you all of my pre-practice stuff right here. Let's just get that there, and you can see what I have set up before we go into Japan. So, of course, I haven't actually tested any of this yet. I haven't gone into practice. I will do that shortly. But you can see I've got none of the tire data, but these is what I've got for the strategy so far. I'm expecting the one stop seems like the obvious choice. I believe we're currently expecting a little bit of light rain for the race, so all of this might be for naught if we end up having to use the inters or hopefully not the full wets, because I still think the weather in this game is absolutely broken with its tracking and like the little line bar. There's been times where it's been higher yet in intermediate conditions than when the line is lower, yet it's clearly in full wets. So that's, to me, is still broken even with upgraded weather centers. It is what it is. But yeah, ultimately I think the best strategy that I've set up for is a bunch of one stops, ideally just a soft to medium or medium to soft. I've set up my backup strategy basically to see how far I can like drag the first stint in case there isn't an early safety car or something like that. If nothing's absolutely happening, and I can drag what I'm presuming will be Latifi, my backup car, for a few extra laps just in case something happens. It'll give me a little bit of wiggle room, and it seems like no matter what, I want to start splitting the strategies a lot more. Give me more opportunities. Until this team becomes a front runner, I have to take more risks. So with all that said, I'm going to stop this recording and let's get into practice. Once again, we have Théo Pourchaire in the car in place of Nicholas Latifi. Once again, gonna get a little bit of a boost. Why is there no current bonus for them? I'm guessing that just is car parts knowledge, but both of them are at 100%. It is what it is. I've already got a basic setup in place for both of them. I'm gonna just run the hard tires. I think I want to take an extra set of mediums into the race, so I'll use one set of mediums probably on P2, but then I'll save the second set for the race. So let's go into practice one right now. Manage. Firm. So I'm gonna stop going through the entire race order, at least in practice. I'll just give us the highlights. That Lewis Hamilton has a penalty. So does Sebastian Vettel once again, and Albon and Pourchaire, only a few thousandths off of each other in time, and 16th and 17th. Okay, so at this point going into P2, we got Latifi back in the car. He's got 100% set of confidence, so we're just going to be working on acclimatization with him, and as well as like testing out tire compounds. And Albon, he's gotten up to 96%. We making a little bit of a setup change to see if we can get him to 100, and figured out it takes, I think, just one extra lap to get him that full 5 out of 5 for feedback. And so let's take it into practice 2. Okay, so looking after P2, or P18 and P19, which is effectively the last place considering Russell had a crash in his run. Not the greatest of sessions overall. It is what it is. At the least, we both have both drivers now on 100% confidence on both of these. Wow, Alex's acclimatization shot up to 80%. So yeah, now let's take them into P3. Okay, so at the end of at P3, both drivers are at 100% for confidence. Albon's at 100% for acclimatization, and we've got Latifi up to about 70%, I think. Yeah, so giving them glory runs, of course, in P3. We've got Albon up to P9 and Latifi up to P15. As for Verstappen, it's only 2/10 off on one set of parts. Oh, I'm falling asleep. I'm hardcore falling asleep, so yep. Let's record qualifying 1. Whew.
Radio check. Copy, radio check.
And now Latifi behind him. I'm gonna keep him on automatic for this. Both of them had trouble with traffic with Gasly, I think. Cool down lap. No, I think again. And both having a lot of trouble with traffic on that lap. One quick run on the same set of tires. Albon did improve. So yeah, let's get the wheels back in the garage. Yes, we need to get them out right away. Alright, good. Albon's gonna go right on the 2-minute mark. Let's see if he can get a So that'll give me a time to outlap for future sessions. Oh, they're gonna be cutting it very close. Oh crap, I don't think either of them are gonna make it. Nope, neither of them made it. Oh! I screwed them. I just screwed them. Excuse me. So we got P19 and P20 by a huge margin. Oh, that's ugly. You know what? At the least, Vettel has a penalty, so that should put him behind us. Yeah, that's a really, really bad qualifying, but that's at least partially my fault. So let's continue so we can get the full results.
Here we are, folks. We're back.
Practice 2. Practice 3. Qualifying. Charles Leclerc takes pole after Sergio Perez led Q1 and Q2. It seems like maybe Ferrari just did a better job at managing to have that extra set of tires potentially, because both Verstappen and Perez were comfortably in the 127s here, but we're only able to get 128s on their last try. It is what it is. Let's see any shocks. Gasly's got himself up to P6. Magnussen's got himself up to P9. Other than that, it's all Ferraris, Red Bulls, Mercedes, and then the Alfa Romeos as per usual. Alpines have a decently competitive car, followed by the McLarens and AlphaTauri. So yeah, it's just Tsunoda and Schumacher are really falling behind their teammates in qualifyings, and we're right behind two Aston Martins. Okay, so with all that said, I'm going to end this recording, and then I shall record the race, I'm thinking in about 2 days from now. Okay, so we are back, and it is now time to record the race. It's been a few days, I was away, and there's been an update since I last did qualifying, but it actually did not fix one of the glaring problems within this game. I know, at least within the strategy, it did. They fixed the hard tire a little bit, but they really didn't fix the actual problem of how at least I would have liked to see the problem fixed. You can click on compounds, example, soft, it should be the same. Mediums, you can see the lap time goes up to whatever difference there. Those are for used tires. But hard tires, you can see that this glitch is still there. It's still saying it's going to be 0 seconds if I clicked on that, for example. So that is still very broken. So Frontier, if you're still doing updates, this is still broken. I understand there's at least still one major update going, but this is still a fix that needs to be fixed. You had it going how it was supposed to be at the beginning of the game, and then you made an update that broke it. Anyways, it is what it is. Right now, I've got both my drivers on the same strategy. Just taking a medium until you can see the rain is supposed to hit around probably like lap 28 or something like that. If based on the previous history and looking at the track, I don't know. I think that could go full wet right off the bat. So I'm going to try that out, see how it does, and we'll take that from there. I'll just get my actual stuff up. There we go. Now I can see it better. And let's get going on the race. Driver options. Oh yeah. Do want to crank that up. On both. Let's go.
I don't want to tempt fate, but there are quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid. Get ready. It's the Japanese Grand Prix.
Tiffy.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Tiffy's overtaking Albon. Honestly, cool with me. I'll let them race. I don't want to be doing team orders this early. Two times, because frankly, this first dry part of the race, this is not going to be where the big heavy influence comes. I do want to see who's on what tires. They're all on softs. To me, the only reason why I'm taking mediums because I know they'll be able to get me to the wet period. Softs will not do that. I absolutely know softs will not get me to that point of the race.
Sounds like we've had a spin. We can
Sounds
take
like
a
a
look
spin.
now. Let's have another look. Science is the focus here. What a spin!
Drop back to the back. A little bit of contact with the wall. That one actually still has a decent battery. I'll let them go in neutral. Science is at the back. The TV's falling away from the small outlets. Go for an album. I want you to overtake. I'm just not going to tell the TV to get out of the way though. naturally anyways.
DRS enabled.
At this point, I will very quickly don't fight him. You had this opportunity, and he couldn't make it stick. Hold Vettel back. Give Albon a chance to catch up to Stroll. Figure out Apollo's points.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a
Analyze
place.
again. What happened
Let's
there? I
take a
wasn't
closer look. Taking a look again,
TV's just
it
slow
involves
still.
Sebastian Vettel.
Dang, maybe I should have set him to hold cars back. Wait, Vettel got past Albon too? When did that happen? What a joke. Oh well. We're on the different tire. It's not too shocking. I'm just gonna just let these guys do their own race for the first bunch of laps. Pause after lap 17 to collect some data. That is my current plan. Let's get this back up on my screen so I can see.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place. Let's take a look at the replay. Okay, here's the Ferrari.
Is that at the end of 130R again? And that seems to be the overtaking spot. Sainz got past Albon too. Why was there a yellow?
That sounds like someone's gone wide there. Here's the replay. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher.
Doesn't really have much.
Oh
of a-
dear, oh dear.
Oh, I guess he did slow down. Oh, they're falling away from the pack. They won't fall. They won't fall. In fact, fall a full pit stop behind. That's the important part, because all of these drivers are gonna have to pit. They're in their own road. That's cool. It is what it is. Speed this up. It's ever so slightly falling away from Vettel. Latifi's just sticking right on the back of him. Part of me is wondering if I should let them fight it out again, but that's just gonna lose them time. There's no point. Yeah, the critical overtaking is bottom 130R. The TV's not even close, it would just be down to DRS. They would be losing time. Part of me wants to get Albon a gap away from Latifi, but no, it's better for the team to let them stay together. Latifi's not battling, and keeps
Oh,
him in
there's a
DRS.
spin!
And a spin.
Let's have a look. So this was the Aston Martin.
Far enough,
And this, yes, this is where they spun
far
out.
enough back that he's able to have a spin and we didn't catch him. That's kind of sad. there's the first car to pit. Alonso comes up behind us. And that's where I was talking about if there's an early safety car. Then I can maybe see myself switching up the softs to get to when it starts raining. For now, I want to get some track position on a couple of these drivers. It will definitely get us to the rain. Okay, so coming back into the recording, I can now confirm we are at least 0.8 per lap slower than the next slowest car, which is Vettel, and yeah, we're 0.8 per lap slower than him, but we're on a different tire, so that should make up for at least a little bit of that. So let's continue on, and hopefully we shall get into when it starts raining.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes. Let's see what happened there. Now watch this. Lewis Hamilton involved in this one.
Okay, up to 15th, yellow flag. That's still quite a few drivers have to pit.
I think we've had a car run wide. Let's take a closer look. Watch this. We're looking at Lando Norris. And they've gone wide.
Where did they go right?
Way wide.
It doesn't look like they went wide. TV's had an incident.
Yeah, the wing is damaged.
Copy.
Alright, for now. What happened? Competitor penalty to Alonso.
Was that a crash?
Alonso
Multiple
crashed
cars, I
into
think.
Latifi.
Let's take a look at the replay. Now watch this. Here's Alonso's car.
Okay. That's the first time I've actually seen a proper crash that isn't a lockup within this game.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Use the rest.
Here's the replay. Let's have another look. Science is the focus here.
Just after the hairpin.
Okay, Nikki. So we're expecting
Whenever
more
the weather
rain to
comes,
come.
I'm gonna have
Copy.
Mickey pit probably just a touch early because it's better to pit him early than not too late, and I don't want to double stack him. That'll actually allow me to use Mickey as a slight bit of not a scapegoat, but a test. Make sure we get.
So
Rain
it's
started.
raining, just watch out.
Copy.
That's early. That's so much earlier than expected.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Wow. Weather center needs to be upgraded again then, if it's this far off. It's already intermediates.
Seems to be quite slippery.
Copy.
That's, to me, that's 10 laps then until it's time for full wet. So you know what? I'm gonna have him do that. Replace his front wing. Latifi's gonna go for the intermediates this lap. Just stick on the long times.
Box, box.
What to do with him?
Box, box.
So much earlier than expected. I would have gone on the soft tires if I was expecting rain for this time period. Let's watch what Verstappen does. Intermediates. Alright, pit options. Intermediates it is. You're gonna have to double stack them. There goes Alon. Good. Let's watch the time to the leader then. Let's do neutral. Because the time to the leader should start massively dropping. Nice. Okay. Good. Anyone? So we're watching Norris. That's where we want Albon to come out ahead of. Five. I think before we hit the full wets. Somewhere around there. Let's watch these guys. Everyone's uninjured. Good. I think we are going to hit full wet conditions though. Once we do, we probably should just stay on them, I think, for the remainder of the race. No, let's get aggressive. These tires in. Alright, so Alon's always got himself up to P15. I think we can hold on to that as well as if we get the right timing on switching to full wets. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Has DRS been disabled? I have no clue. Should have noticed it right on the back of him. Oh,
Someone's run wide!
just run wide there, that doesn't really do much. As Vettel stays out of the points, not really doing anything. 1 minute until we can start to see some real rain. It's not really getting more wet. 100% chance of rain and then 80%. Then, okay, 5 laps. 5 laps. See, I think those doesn't even really look like it's raining. The enters were definitely the right calls on. Let's do 3 more laps. I think. Verstappen has a 22-second lead. Holy crap. That's insane. When his as well just give him the race win already. Stroll. It's ever slowly catching Albon, I think, but just not enough. I can really call it significant. If it doesn't get to full wet conditions, I'm thinking lap 42, lap 43, we'll have to go for our 7 centimeters. AI just doesn't want to overtake. Multiple cars crash, multiple cars crash. VSC. Okay. Back it down to standard.
VSC.
Yeah. We're gonna do nothing.
I think there's been contact on the track. Let's have a look. Now look at this. It was the Alpha Tauri driver involved. And there's the collision. It's caused absolute carnage.
Re-entry, Bottas and Gasly.
And that was a bitter blow.
Basically, 2 of the main drivers I'm scouting for next year.
Okay, back off.
Copy.
See if we can conserve a little bit, since they can't pass him anyways. Are they out of the race? Can't see. Joe Norris. No, they were already behind. There's Bottas there. So yeah, it was Bottas and Gasly. Probably getting a new front wing. Yep, they changed the tires, so they don't really have an animation for the front wing. Position gain for Albon. Albon got past Stroll.
Reduce the lift and co.
Copy.
Oh wait, no.
VSC
sorry,
ending.
Stroll was on.
VSC ending. VSC ending.
I'm stupid.
We're happy to push.
Yes. I'm expecting. Give me rain. Give me more rain. I want more. Dashboard just to see if he's actually catching up to Albon or not. Doesn't look like it, thankfully. I think every driver's gonna have to pay on these inters, otherwise they're just gonna be too slow by the end of the race, so that's why I'm kinda happy to push on them a little bit right now.
A position gained for Alfa Romeo. Oh, big lock up there. We can take a look now. Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel. That lockup could have cost them dearly.
Keep it out of the wall though. Let's check these. We're all over the place. Okay.
Okay, there's a big crash.
Crash?
Copy.
Who?
Oh, and that's a crash.
It was
Let's
Verstappen.
see what happened there. Now here we
Oh.
see Max
He was in
Verstappen.
the lead by a huge margin too. This will take himself out of the race.
Oh, a nasty crash there.
This is why he's gotten himself so low rated. Alright, he's still driving. That's a help for us. Push a little bit. Just make sure he stays with everyone. Albon's now right on the back of the car.
Focus and push.
Copy.
Let's reduce
I don't think he's
lifting
gonna
coast
be able
by
to.
1 level.
Yes.
I don't think he's going to be able to push past him necessarily. Verstappen's in the pits, getting his repairs. Let's see if Leclerc's going to pass him now. Verstappen just lost the race for himself. At least he didn't DNF. Oh wow. That top four is so far ahead of everyone. As long as Vettel doesn't get himself into points, all is good. Whoa. These intervals are going crazy. These intervals are going crazy right now. Alfon's falling away from Vettel. Looks like he needs to get aggressive a bit. So close some of that. He's got a lot of battery. Away from Stroll. Let's see if there's a chance we can just overtake him and let him do. Nowhere near close to it tonight. So all this was kind of a lie. Yeah, we are not gonna get into full light conditions. All these drivers are really close together. It's a nice little gap back to Schumacher. It's gonna take time to put back up, I guess, onto the first set of Inters. Because I think it's gonna take a second set of Inters. That's lap 22 out of how many laps are there? 53? 53 minus 22 is about 31, so you want to do about 15 laps on the
Look at that!
Anderson
They've
run
run
wide.
wide!
That just separates him from the top four. That surprising that he's in. 22 plus 15, 37. 37, 38. Should probably only want to do about maybe 2 more laps and then have him hit again. Finishing lap 35 now. Finish this lap and then pause very quickly to record some data. So far away. TV, you were so slow. Okay, so hitting play, I'm recording again. I've come up with a couple of strategies now, figuring out where I'm going to pit Albon and Latifi to get them to the end of the race on the second set of intermediates. Peloton's now play. Stroll's not fast enough to actually make a move. They are very much in their pit window. I'll see. If Stroll makes a move, I'll have Alex dive in, but otherwise I'm gonna leave him out. 2. Flag.
And that's the lockup! Let's take a closer look. Let's take another look. There we have Joe. And yes, that's the
Looks like
lockup.
he does hit the wall. Is Latifi able to get past him? Still no. So slow. Absolutely nothing for Latifi. I have a feeling a lot of these drivers are gonna like go until it's like 30% and maybe then hit again, but I don't really see that's not gonna help. You want to use as much of these tires as possible and then have like an even split between them, I think. One's not even gonna worry about Stroll. Let's do it. Both of these guys. Not even close to connecting.
Sounds like a spin. Here's the
Verstappen having
replay.
himself
We're
another
just
incident
watching
by
the Red
himself.
Bull. And yes, that's where they spin out.
Does he just reset himself? Now let's hope that the fresh rubber will help Alex in the long run. Better tire usage. And let's really hope that that doesn't switch itself to full wet conditions. I don't think if that wasn't, this won't be. And now 19th and 20th. TV's about to get wrecked. All of them just has to open. Other drivers are gonna start hitting at some point soon. Maybe not someone like Bottas, but a driver like Gasly, I'd have to imagine though. Percent. They took out 40% in the 20 or so laps. They're not gonna have to pit again. Holy crap. They've just all conserved their tires really well. They're not going to pit again. We're going to finish P19 and P20. Their tires might fall off the cliff, but I don't think they're going to pit again. Gasly might. Right now I'm thinking that's it. Let's go into 4 times, see if anything actually happens. Because as of right now, I doubt anything's going to happen to the end of this race. Just need to keep on hoping that nothing happens within the top 10 and Vettel doesn't score, I guess. Which should have been an easy victory for Verstappen. It's going to be seen finishing in 3rd place now. Gas is getting himself to a position he might have to pit. Sector 2. What happened?
Sounds like someone's locked
Stroll
up.
with a
Let's
lock
have a
in
look.
turn 10.
Now let's have a look. It's Lance Stroll. Oh, and there's the lockup. That's the last
he
thing
avoided
they'll
the
have
wall,
wanted.
Multiple cars crashed.
You can afford to drop back.
Yes.
There's been contact and several cars
lots of
involved.
cars in the top
Let's
10.
take a look at the
And
replay.
Gasly.
Now, just watch the Mercedes here. And there's the
Vettel's gonna
hit.
score points down
And
because
it's
of that.
crystal clear who was in the wrong there.
Russell and Gasly. Gasly says 3 times.
Okay, back off.
Copy.
We're happy to push on with the tyres.
Yep, sure.
See, that's where I would hope for a safety car, because we would have a huge tire advantage if the other drivers don't pit. This is where Russell should be retiring.
Dry weather.
Now dry.
Copy.
6 laps.
Use DRS.
Although Albon actually is catching up to that pack. What? Why did it go back down to 1? That should be coming out. And alas, it's not. At least it won't be P19 to B20. It's pretty close, but not quite. Oh, we are catching up to Joe, though. Ricardo's in the pits. See, I knew some drivers would be. Just very few. Constructors. Ooh, that's too close for comfort, man. That's way too close for comfort. Come on now, Bob. We need to get past some of these cars. Just for pride, you're on the fresher tires. Use that battery. That's part of the track. As it probably catch up to them. Yep. There's Perez. Hopefully we can follow him through. Maybe cut through the pack ever so slightly, but nope. Verstappen himself got P2, that's good. We're gonna see what we now have a full extra lap of. There's not gonna be anywhere near fuel. Overtake. You've got the better tires. Much better tires. Holy crap, much better tires.
So it's not raining in the pit lane.
Copy.
There's 3 laps to go.
Come on, dive down the inside. Let's just go full on attack.
I think someone's run wide.
Nice drive. Let's close this gap.
Okay, copy.
Yeah, tires are gonna overheat.
Tires aren't really coming down.
Have
Goofy. I want you to overtake a bunch of these next cars. What the heck? Is that Why did he?
Alfa Romeo
The
just
heck?
moved up a place.
That's so stupid. Why did Joe jump ahead? You're supposed to be letting some lap cars through there.
Someone spun out.
Okay, we can easily overtake.
Yeah.
This will be the last lap coming up.
Come on. Yeah. A little bit on the grass. Something.
We think the track will be dry.
Copy.
Good job, good job.
Faster than Alonso.
And a new position, just gained by Williams. Let's see what happened there. Now we see the Williams here. Gaining a position there. They make it look so easy.
You need to attack. You should be in 16th. You're not gonna run out of fuel.
Check the DRS.
Got it.
That's right. There you go. Come on.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And there's an overtake from Williams. Let's take a closer look. Now watch this. Here's the moments involving Albon.
Get Schumacher also. Yep. Verstappen, I feel is still on pace.
That's the flag.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
Pick up rubber.
Copy.
Okay, and check a flag.
I think there's still something we're missing.
It's something that you're missing, Latifi. Your pace is
That was
awful.
hard one. Go in and pick up rubber.
Vettel didn't
We
score!
will leave court, please.
Copy.
Okay, that's exactly what we needed. This wasn't a total failure of a race then. long as Aston Martin also didn't do good, we're all right. They actually had a pretty good race though.
What a pleasure it
I'm
was to
upset.
watch Alex Albon on the track, and an amazing result to match.
I don't think there was a chance of us getting him back up to where he was in like P13, P14 though. Not without other drivers pitting. Okay, so quickly run through the order. Verstappen's Perez and Verstappen get the Red Bull 1-2. Let's see. Albon finishes P16 and Latifi in P20. Driver standings, any difference? Excuse me. Verstappen pulls himself a gap to Carlos Sainz. I know they were 1 point away from each other before. And Perez pulls himself a little bit of gap from Leclerc, so we get now the checkerboard. Let's see what happens here. Kevin Magnussen, who with another great race, having himself jump up the standings yet again. Joe moves down with no points. Tsunoda moves up with a few. Daniel Ricciardo gets a couple points, but still moves down. It's like, I think it's even still within this universe, Norris has been the faster, better driver, but it's Ricciardo who has been the driver scoring the points for the team. Now constructors, no changes. Good. You want to keep that gap to Aston Martin. So all that said and done, I'm going to end this recording, and thank you for watching.